Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Leo from United States and I'm going to give you a full tour of my residency here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Okay, here you have it. If you know me, I've always stayed at Airbnbs. I've always rented private apartments directly from the owners. This is my first time staying at a hostel-like environment. I don't really consider it a hostel. It's also considered a residency because it doesn't have a lot of people coming in and out on a regular basis. Most of the people that stay here on my floor are permanent for 2-3 months. Some people have been living here for years. But this is a tour of where I'm staying at. And if you look at the links that I provided or you follow the methods that I showed you, you can find something similar, probably even better, probably even cheaper. Who knows? It's up to you. Whatever you're looking for, just make sure you do your research. You give those places a call. You ask them the questions, that you want to know. You give a tour of those properties. That's gonna be, something for your benefit. But check this place out. The living room itself is huge. These are like 20-foot ceilings. Huge. It makes the space feel even so much larger. Have a lot of comfortable chairs. It's not like a luxury place. The couches are old, beat up, and worn out. The TV is not of the highest quality, but it works. But it feels very comfortable in here. I really enjoy, the time that I got to spend in here. Sometimes I would invite a few friends over, or we would have gatherings here with some of the people that live in this community, some of the people that live in this building. We sometimes have gatherings, listen to music, hang out, play video games, watch a movie, you name it. But check this out. This place is huge, huge, huge. And it also has a balcony. Let's check out that balcony. So I really enjoy this living room. It's been my place of peace, my place to relax, or my place to socialize with people. Sometimes it's empty, like right now. Other times there's usually a few people lounging or watching TV. It's on the 4th floor in the heart of the city on a very busy street. So sometimes you could hear a lot of cars and buses pass by. But late in the evenings, it becomes very calm and peaceful. As I mentioned earlier, the location is pretty excellent. It's very close to all the public transportation. There's even a subway station right beneath. Now I'll give you a full tour of the entire floor and all of the shared spaces, including the bathrooms, restrooms, kitchen, dining room area. And here you have one of the many shared refrigerators. There's 3 in total on this floor. Here you have another couch where you could just lounge and relax in case you don't want to be in the living room. Here you have a table, a working desk. You could bring your laptop and use it. I do enjoy this very big mirror. It's very cool to check out your fit, to check yourself out, make sure you're on point. This is one of the hallways to one of the biggest bathrooms on this floor. This is another room. That's a shared room. That's probably a private room. I haven't been inside of that one. This bathroom has automatic lighting, so as soon as you enter, the lights turn on their own. Here you have a bidet, which is very common in Argentina, a toilet, and a shower. What I do really enjoy about this place, the hot water. The hot water is always hot because if you've traveled, sometimes you go to a place and the hot water runs out, or like this little island that I stayed in Colombia had no hot water. I know this room to the right is a shared room with bunk beds. Here you have another bathroom. No need to mention anything else about the bathroom. But the shared rooms, there's a few of those. There's people that are trying to save money or on a lower budget, and they are here permanently for a month or 2 or even longer, and they prefer to stay in a shared room with a few bunk beds. And that's perfectly fine. So if you're looking to save money, I did that for the first few days that I stayed in this building. I was staying in a shared room while I waited for a private room to become available. The private room costs around $100 more, but for me, it's perfectly worth it. I'd rather sleep throughout the night and not be bothered, wakened, or disturbed by anyone else. Here you have the lockers. These lockers are very essential. You have to bring your own lock. I tend to keep all my kitchen utensils, supply, food. It's like a food pantry for me. I keep all my food there because I have my private room where I keep everything else at. There was also a sink there. That sink I typically use to wash clothes. I like to take my clothes to the washer, but sometimes I wash the finer items by hand. Upstairs, there's a few more private rooms. And here you have the kitchen. As you see, it's a mess. They clean it every morning. They leave it spotless. They leave it clean. But since there's many people using the kitchen, some clean up after themselves, some don't. That's something you have to get used to when you're living in a shared community. Here you have another fridge and freezer. Another one over there. Here's a microwave, and this is my air fryer. I leave it out sometimes to share with the people. Sometimes I put it away in my room or I stash it somewhere in the kitchen. But it's a very spacious kitchen, and here you have a heater, the only heater in the property. We are in winter and it does get a little cold, but thankfully in here, it stays pretty decent. Here you have another little backyard patio. Remember, we're on the 4th floor. And it's in between another building, so it's not much of a view, but it helps you if you want to grow some plants or get some fresh air or just step out for a minute. But yes, this kitchen has been a blessing. We host lots of events here with the friends that I've made in this building and some friends that I have that live nearby. We tend to invite them and have a cookout or a potluck, or we just cook dinner and just hang out there. So there's a few more private rooms down this hallway, and I already know everyone in this property because I've been staying here for 2 months. Initially, I was only going to stay here for a few weeks. That way I could test out the theory. My theory was that I could live in Buenos Aires, Argentina for under $500 a month, and I was able to do so. I proved everyone else wrong that was saying that Argentina is impossible to live for under $1,000 a month, which is typically what I spent. But you could easily do it, but you would have to stay at a location at a property like this, which honestly, it's been a blessing for me. I really enjoyed it. I really made lots of friends, and I really felt like my social life has really advanced. Mind you, I have a private room, so I'm able to sleep comfortable at night. But for under $300 a month, I have this whole property, to enjoy, and it's been a blessing. Unfortunately, I need a bigger space, and my room is kind of tight, so I've booked an Airbnb, and I'll be moving out in a few days. And also remember, Airbnb also has an option where you could rent a private room and share the rest of the facility. Okay guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video and me showing you my personal space. Really hope you guys could find your own happy place where you're comfortable and where it fits your budget. If you need help finding a vacation rental, an apartment, anything, or even purchasing a property here in Buenos Aires, Argentina, make sure to contact me. I've been working with a few realtors. If you really appreciate the video, I would really enjoy a like, so give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free and it really helps me grow as a YouTube content creator. And if you have subscribed, make sure to turn on that notification bell, because every time I upload a video, YouTube will not show it to you. Sometimes they hide it. The algorithm likes to do that. So if you want to make sure you catch up with all the videos that I'm uploading, make sure to turn on that notification bell. And if you want to contribute to the channel and give me a hand, there's many ways, including Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, many different ways. Check out that comment section. or try any of these options on the screen right now. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you guys and the constant growth my channel is getting. Although it's slow, I like to keep it real. I like to keep it organic. And I really enjoy you guys that have been here for a long time and you guys watching for the very first time. So take care. Really hope you enjoy the rest of your 2025. Still a lot of months to go. Peace. Now, if you want to stay at a place like this, or you need help finding an apartment to rent or to buy here in Buenos Aires, you go contact me at my email on the screen right here. Otherwise, continue watching the video and I'm going to show you tips on how you could find the lowest priced places. Get right into it. You're going to need to open up the Maps application. Google Maps or whatever Maps app you have on your phone or computer, and then you're gonna search for hostels. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't like staying in a shared room. You have to keep in mind that most hostels offer private rooms with private restrooms, private showers, private kitchens. Where I'm staying, I have my own private room, but I have shared bathrooms and a shared living room and kitchen. And once you search for hostels, you're gonna put the settings like I just showed you. You have to modify it to one person, and then on the relevance, you have to put lowest price. And you see they're all gonna pop up, but you need to pull up the drop-down menu. On this drop-down menu, it's gonna show you the cheapest prices according to the dates that you chose. So you could play around with the dates, modify the dates, because they have different pricings depending on the season. Now, please keep in mind the prices could be different. The way I find the best prices is that I communicate with them. Sometimes when you stay a lot longer at a place, they give you a lot better price. But here I'm going to show you some of the pictures of some of the hostels that I have found. Remember, don't let the word hostel fool you. It's basically a hotel if you have your private bedroom. Look at this beautiful terrace. Those are the shared bedrooms. And look at this, a private bedroom, beautiful bedroom. Now you want to select call. That way you see their phone number. And mind you, most people can't make international calls, especially if you're looking for hostels at an international destination. But you're gonna want to download the WhatsApp app. The WhatsApp application is absolutely free. And here in Argentina and most of Latin America and most countries, they use that application. So once you select call, you wanna have to find the country code, because sometimes if you save that contact just the way it is, you might not be able to reach them on WhatsApp. For instance, in Argentina, the country code is +54 911, and then the 8-digit number of that establishment. And like that, you need to save them as a contact, and just like that, you would be able to reach them through WhatsApp. I recommend you send them a message saying, hey, I'm looking to travel on these dates. Do you have any private rooms available? There you could ask them for pricing options. You could ask them to send you pictures, and you could also reserve your room. The residency that I'm staying at is right above a subway station, and it's in the heart of the city, and I only pay $300 a month for a private room. I want to personally thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I am a very small content creator, and it does help my channel grow. Also, if you want to get updates on my latest videos and my newest videos, make sure to turn on the notification icon. That way YouTube will notify you whenever I upload a new video. And lastly, if you need help finding a place to live or to rent, make sure to contact me. I can help you. I could also help you with any questions you may have about living or visiting Buenos Aires, Argentina. I've been living here for well over 4 years, and I've made a lot of great connections, and I have lots of good information that I could share with you. Thank you for watching.